another stream. I tried to record this as a video, but my phone storage was just playing up, so we're going as a live stream. You can watch it when it's not live, so it will stay up on this channel anyway. So this is my thoughts on the Pioneer XDJ RX a week on. So I'm sort of telling a lie because it's actually a week tomorrow that I picked up the unit, so it's actually been 6 days. But I'm gonna be like really busy tomorrow, so I just don't think that I'm gonna get time to make the video to obviously give you my thoughts on this when it is actually a week on. So I thought I'd just do it now. So this is the Pioneer XDJ RX from Pioneer. It's an all-in-one standalone 4-channel unit, and I know you're probably thinking 4-channel, I can only see 2 channels. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. One of the features I like, actually. Yeah, so I've had this about a week now. Like I say, six days to the exact. And when you, I mean, obviously prior to me getting this unit, I've been on this unit before. I bought it from a friend, and I've also like been on these units before and newer units when playing sets in nightclubs. So I've got a vague idea about them. But when you go into a nightclub and you're playing a set, you don't always study a piece of equipment or a controller or a pair of decks to their full potential, because you know you're on kind of like a time limit of doing your hours set, and obviously you want to go there and play the set, not sort of turn up on stage and sort of go you know, sort of like, oh, what does this button do? Do you know what I mean? You know, you're kind of there, and you know, you just want to make sure your tracks load, and you know they'll cue and play, and you can do your set and that sort of thing. So when I got this unit for myself, obviously the unit's going nowhere, it's mine, I own it now, and obviously I could you know, I could go ahead and obviously study the unit till my heart's content and go through all the features. And it's got loads of great features that I absolutely love about this controller. It's an absolute beast of a controller. And if you are looking for that next upgrade where you've kind of feel like you've kind of learnt DJing a bit and you feel like you're getting a bit better, and you know you could maybe utilize something that has sort of like things like effects and stuff, then this is kind of definitely the next upgrade for you. And it's in probably, I'd say now, within quite a good price range, so you can get these units now for sort of around 900 quid. Some of them you can still pick them up for like just over £1,000, but they're really good for the price, and they do a lot of cool things, and it's all in one and it's standalone. So as you can see, like where I'm filming, there's no sign of a laptop. So it's, you know, the laptop is not needed, the laptop is not present. However, if you still like the capability of using a laptop, you can, as a matter of fact, still use a laptop. And if I click this button here, you can actually connect to MIDI. There's a MIDI output at the back, just like there would be on like your smaller controller, and you can still connect to a computer, and you can still load tracks and play tracks, and it does also work with Record Box as well. So it's the Record Box software. I don't know if these work with like Serato or like Virtual DJ. That's something that I've never, because I probably will never use this feature. I'm kind of a standalone guy. I prefer it, like just plugging in a USB stick. But you know, cutting the I guess cutting the story short, like you know, I couldn't tell you like whether you can use like Serato, Virtual DJ, Tractor. Probably not Tractor. If anything, I'd say like Serato and Virtual would be the ones that they would probably allow you to use if they were going to allow you to use any. If you do want to find that out, if you are thinking of getting one, there's plenty of like proper videos out there that go over like the full system. Like, I'm not really here to review the full system. I'm just giving you my opinion after owning this controller for a week. So yeah, but no, I like the fact that you don't need the laptop, because like I've come to my nan's obviously this weekend, and I've only brought my little USB stick, and it's got my music on it that, you know, is enough for me to do some mixing, and I'm not having to worry about the sort of like, you know, laptop, or, you know, it's just that it's just not there. It's one less thing to carry as well. So it's like being on kind of like a pair of CDJs, but it's just having them kind of like all join into one system. So I said obviously earlier on in the stream that it's a 4-channel, and I know you're probably thinking like 4-channel, like how is this a 4-channel when I can only see 2 channels? Well, we've got the 2 channels that is for this deck and for this deck, but there's these little switches here. You can switch them across like that, and they go to phono and line inputs. So if you want to plug in like a pair of CDJs, or you want to plug in like a pair of vinyl turntables, you can do that, and then you can use this mixer, this middle section, you can use it as the mixer for your vinyl turntable. So the crossfader can go between a vinyl deck at this side, and it can go to a vinyl deck side, or a CDJ. So the lines for the CDJs, the phono is for the vinyl turntables. I use the line for computer sound actually, because when I do a lot of FL Studio, I like the FL Studio to come through my main speakers, and I've only got one pair of speakers, so I actually have this channel because it sits closer to my computer at home. So I have a line that goes into that, and that creates my computer sound, and then, you know, what I'm using on the PC will come through the main speakers, and I can control all the volumes for it here. And then I do also plug my vinyl turntables in as well, and it uses the phono outputs, which I've only done it once up to now, but like I know that I can do it, and that's a feature that I like, because one thing that was worrying me, like when I was looking ages ago, when like I knew that I wanted something like this, was like, you know, if I'm going down from 4-channel to 2-channel, what am I going to do with them vinyl turntables and the sounds that was going to my computer? Because the 4-channel mixer, you know, that kind of catered for it all, and I'm kind of really glad that this system can cater for it all. Now, when I've got the vinyl deck in at this side, I do have to unplug that to put the PC sound in. There's not a, you know, it's like the same RCA port, but there's like a little switch from phono and line that is at the back of the system that you have to switch. So it's a shame that there isn't like 2 RCA ports, like one for the phono, one for the line, rather than having to flick a switch. So you could kind of have the, do you know what I mean? You know, so that you don't have to swap between a wire. But I might be one of like a very few people that maybe use this for like computer sound. I just do it because it works for me, and it saves having to buy like some form of other mixer at the moment, like a little mic mixer or something. But maybe going forward, I will see about getting that obviously sorted. So I've been mainly playing bounce on this unit. I did a little hardcore set earlier on with a few hardcore tunes that are still on this USB stick, so I enjoyed that. I did dabble with some house tunes probably about 3 or 4 days ago, and just had a little bit of a test out with some house and stuff, and that sounded really good. So the unit itself just sounds really good. I love the feel of the jog wheels. They're not like massive compared to like CDJs, but they're a lot bigger compared to what I've been using, and they feel really nice. And I just love the way they spin. They feel really good when they spin. They feel really I'm trying to think what the word is, but they feel really strong. They don't feel like it's something cheap. And when you got this like little metal on the top, it makes it feel more like it's a really nicely built system. Whereas, don't get me wrong, I love the Denon Prime 4s, and I have had a go on the Denon Prime 4s, but the Denon Prime 4, to me, it always kind of looked like something from outer space. It looked like something you'd find in the gadget shop, and it always kind of looked a little bit almost like funky and spacey, whereas this just looks more real and just feels more like there's like something proper with weight that's heavy, and not something that kind of looks like it's out of the gadget shop. So I kind of picture it like Pioneer's the real thing, and then kind of like the Denon Prime 4 is kind of like the Poundland version of one of these. That's kind of how I see it. I like I say, I did enjoy going on the Denon Primes, and nothing against them. I just prefer Pioneer personally, in my personal experience. So I love the effects on it. My favourite effect is the beat roll. So I love the beat roll. You go in the mix and you just add a little beat roll like that. I love doing that inside of the mix, and I do like the flash as well. The only annoying thing for me, not really something that can be helped, is just the fact that you have to go between the two, because obviously if you go between the two, um, you know, you're having to switch, like, you've got beat roll on, and then if you want to go back to flanger, you've got to switch back and think, oh, it'd be good if there was a way to, if there was just an easier way to get between the two. Like, I know this is quite simple, but I don't know, like, if you could just kind of like, I don't know if there was a way to have, I don't know, like, where you could have them both at the same time, so you could press one button and it'd do the beat roll, and then another button and it'd do the flanger, without having to switch between the two. But I don't know, maybe that's just me being stupid. I just personally sometimes like want to add like flanger, but then I forget to change back, and then I kind of go back to flanger, and then I forget to go back to beat roll, and then I think, oh, I've missed my chance to use it now, until the next mix. I love the little button. That, this is what scrolls between the two tracks. Personally, CDJs, they have the buttons on here. Personally, I would have preferred to have the button on here. I just think the button is I just think it's a lot better on there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, on the RX2, I think the button maybe does move up here on the RX2 and the XZ. I'm not exactly sure. I don't mind it here, but I just kind of feel like they've kind of like crammed some of this lot down to kind of fit this button here. And then, if they put the button up here, you could kind of have a little bit of a bigger sort of like equalizer and stuff like that. And I don't know, just personally, on my experience. So we've got these buttons here. I don't really press these, to be honest. But yeah, another feature that I like, you can record in the system itself, so you can plug a stick into here and you can record into the system itself. Now, I had a go with this yesterday. I had sort of like my first little attempt, and recorded a set on to this USB stick. And one thing I kind of found to be a little bit gutting is, once you've recorded your set, it would be like really good if like the system would like automatically pick up the set that you've just recorded. So when you record a set, it would be good if it like created an automatic folder on the USB stick, where the set would be, if that makes sense, or if it just put like the audio onto the stick, so you could just like load it onto the deck and you could just have a quick listen to the set that you've recorded. Or at the moment you've got to take it back to the computer to have a look at listen to the set. But yeah, if you could just automatically play it on this system. I think that would be like a really good feature, you know, just having some form of way to just quickly listen back as soon as you've done the set, like just check that it's recorded all right, if you know, if anything. But they don't do it. You know, I recorded and then I stopped recording, and then the stick didn't pick anything up. So if it does already do that, and you know it already does that, let me know in the comments, like, if this is a thing. Like, I don't know if it is. So the screen itself, I do love the screen. I love the fact that you can, you know, you can just scroll between all the tracks nice and easy. You can go to your different folders and stuff, which is really good. You can also just click back and stuff like that. And it's just got a really nice interface to it. You've obviously got all the track times and, you know, length of the track and the speed that the tracks are at. So what I'll do is I'll plug this USB stick in. So let me plug that in. So that should plug there now, and then you can see USB is lighting up, and then if I press it, we've now got a shed load of information from different tracks, artists. So playlist is where I go, and then it has all my folders here. There isn't many. I do need to get some more folders on there. There's like some new bounce, so bounce new bangers. These are kind of like some more recent stuff that I've got, and some of my own recent productions are in here as well. That Calvin Harris there, by a guy called Ryan. He's done a really good version of that. There's Owen NRG Let It Go, so I've just filled it up with some new stuff that I'm enjoying at the moment. And then if I go down here, this is my main bounce folder. So this has got like a good 800 tracks in here, and this is stuff that I've collected for the sort of like the past couple of years, and it's really good tunes. But I'm definitely coming to the point where I need some new stuff. You know, I need to get some new folders on here. I need to start filling this folder up a little bit more. We've got some hardcore. We've got my set from the courtyard party. This is what I'd planned, obviously, for the courtyard party. And then I've got my Humber Vibe folder. So when me and Prime went back to back, the Humber Vibe folder is here, and it's full of some hardcore stuff that I mixed alongside his hardcore. And then there's a big house folder. This is full of probably about 300 house tunes, all remixes of like classics. So there's like house, there's deep house, there's bass line in here as well. There's tech house, there's loads of great stuff. There's funky house, there's some original classics in here as well. So that's another really good folder I've got. And I just love that you can go between sort of all of these folders, and it's just, you know, really nice and easy to read. It's got a really good, obviously, a really good display to it. Can turn the headphones cues on and off. So, you know, do I hear them in this channel? Do I hear them in that channel? Or do I hear them in both? And stuff like that. We've got looping effects. The system's got loads of stuff. It's, for me, if I just turn it round so you can now see me. For me, I absolutely love the unit. I absolutely love the system. For me, it's just a mega upgrade for me from what I've been using before. You know, I was using something before that didn't even have effects, and I was using stuff before that just was very limited on what it could do, other than just the fact of simple beat matching, really. You know, and I just needed that upgrade. That was exactly what I needed, was an upgrade, and an upgrade is what I got. So there you go. So yeah, so my thoughts on the XDJ RX a week on, well, 6 days on, is I absolutely love it. I'm proper buzzed to have it. I'm hoping that I've got it for quite a lot more longer yet. The good thing about having this as well is they still go for quite decent money, and I got this bought for me as a gift, so don't get jealous. But yeah, I got it bought for me as a gift. So if ever I did want to upgrade again to like something even newer, I'm like literally at the point now where, you know, I could probably still get like 900 quid for this unit. And then you know, that's like half of the new upgrade sort of already paid for, which is like a really good thing for me. So, you know, it's knowing that rather than thinking, you know, I've got to sort of lay out, I don't know, like 1,500, it's kind of like knowing, well, there's already 900 quid of that that's already sort of, you know, there for the upgrade. But I love this unit. I don't want to upgrade yet, and let's not think about upgrading before we've obviously even had chance to obviously proper use the system in that sense. So anyway, make sure to like, make sure to comment, share, all of the good stuff, and we'll see you soon.